Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is Cindy and today we're going to talk about a face lifting treatment. The treatment I got is called Shurink, as in Shurink, and it uses the HIFU system, which stands for the High Intensity Focused Ultrasound System, which basically means they use these waves that go deep into your skin and it does really good stuff for you. One of the biggest selling points is that it helps your body produce collagen. Somewhere in your mid-20s, you start producing less and less collagen, but it doesn't become noticeable until maybe your 30s. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you're in your teens watching this, your 20s, early 20s, mid-20s, this is probably not for you. I know I have a lot of younger viewers out there. Thank you for watching. Maybe don't get this treatment. I, on the other hand, am almost 30. I am 29 years of age and I am starting to notice that my skin is not as, tight as it used to be. Yes, I am hitting the big 3-0 this year, which is not fun to talk about. My main areas of concern are my jaw, my chin, and my nasolabial folds, because those are getting deeper with each passing year, which makes me sadder every year that they get worse. If you don't believe me, please take a look at the following. The way this treatment is sold is by number of shots. And I gotta tell you, it is very confusing trying to do research about how many shots you might need if you want to get this treatment done. So I tried my best. I'm gonna try to explain it to you. You still might not get it, and I'm really sorry. The smallest number of shots I've seen spoken about or talked about on various websites is 100 shots. So you might think, oh, I only need 100. 100 is really, really cheap. No, that's not what it is. I have read about this both in English and Korean, and I've seen about 3 different ways that people decide the number of shots that you need. The first idea is by age. So if you're in your 20s or 30s, then 300 shots is recommended. And then if you're in your 40s or 50s, then 400 shots is recommended. Another idea is concerned the size of your face, how big your face is. If you go by that, some sites said that a full face would be 300 shots. If you wanted to do your neck, it'd be another 100 shots. However, if you had a giant face, you'd have to add another 100 shots. So from here to here, it'd be 500 shots. But then again, a different website said that 300 shots would only cover half of your face, and to get a full face, it'd be 600 shots. The last way is concerning which specific area you want to get done and how many shots it would need per area. However, that one was mentioned kind of the least, so I don't really know much about that one. Even after getting this treatment and talking to a consultant at a clinic here, I still don't know what the general consensus is for how many shots a person can need. It really varies widely. I honestly think it depends on a huge combination of things, like you and your skin, the clinic that you go to, even probably the consultant that you're talking to, because maybe one consultant has one idea and then another consultant has a different idea. So it's all very up in the air. At the clinic that I went to, with the consultant I spoke with, we decided that I should get 400 shots, and that would be from here all the way down to my neck. At this particular clinic, for 400 shots, it was 146,000 won before tax. That month, they were having a special event or promotion or something, so I think I got an extra 10 or 15% off. Good news, I can actually tell you the clinic I went to, because I had a good experience there. If I had a bad one, I could not name the clinic because, Korean laws. It is called Abiju. They have a bunch of different branches, and I would describe their services as budget-friendly for sure, very nice prices, but also no frills. So if you are expecting this fancy 5-star treatment, this is not the place for you. This is just good, efficient service. Don't get me wrong, everybody is really lovely. Like, the staff is quite nice. Everything was done very well. It's just that, you know, you're not gonna feel like you're in a spa. I know they have an English website, but the Korean one is much, much better. So if you can read a little bit of Korean, you can actually look at the prices on their website and even make an appointment online. Or you can get a Korean friend or Korean speaking friend to help you. The first time I went to one of the Abiju branches, I was only like a level 3 in Korean. I was getting laser hair removal at the time, and it went perfectly fine. I think they do have a couple of branches where they have English speakers there, but if you want to just go to any branch, I think it's best to bring a Korean speaker with you, at least for the very first treatment if you're getting a set of treatments, because then they can help explain what's going on, explain the possible side effects of the treatment and whatnot. Now let's get into my actual experience with the Shurink treatment. I will say this treatment is very, very time consuming. I went there at like 3 p.m. and I did not leave until 5 p.m. I had to have the consultation, I had to change into slippers, I had to take before pictures, and then I went to into this quite large room that had a lot of different beds, because basically it's set up to have a lot of people doing treatments at once if needed. But it can be semi-private. They have like these curtains you can wrap around to hide your particular bed. I wasn't wearing makeup that day, so all they did was just clean my face a little bit and then apply the, I can't say this word, anesthetic cream. That had to be applied for between 40 to 50 minutes, they said, and then they asked me to go to the waiting room and just wait with like this plastic and cream thing on my face, and I was not having it. I'm like, I'm embarrassed right now. I'm not going into that big waiting room with this stuff on my face. No. So there was actually a smaller waiting room because it was like this mini waiting room and the treatment rooms around it. So they let me wait there. So I just like spent my time like looking at my phone and chatting with a lady next to me who was also getting the treatment done. So that was kind of funny. And you know, I had a good time just waiting around. Finally, after they said it was ready, I went back into the room, laid back on that bed. They took off the cream and then applied a gel. And then the doctor came in to start the treatment. That was not the most comfortable experience that I've ever had. I would say I'm pretty middle of the road when it comes to pain. I've done a lot of like things to my body. I've done laser hair removal, I've done Botox, I've gotten tattoos, I've gotten I don't even know what else. And yeah, this was the weirdest sensation. The best way I could describe it is like, you ever had Pop Rocks or like the shooting star ice cream? You know that feeling where it's like popping in your mouth, like bursting? That's what it felt like in my skin, like this hot bursting pop, 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 pop kind of thing. At the beginning of the treatment, I was like, okay, I can handle this, whatever. But the longer the treatment went on, the lower my tolerance went, until I was like, oh my god, I need this to be over. I want this to stop. I think in total it took maybe between 20 and 30 minutes. The most painful area was probably my jaw, and they told me that's because the skin is quite thin there. So I swear it felt like that weird popping, bursting, hot sensation was just vibrating in my bones, and I did not enjoy that. Once they stopped doing the treatment, obviously the pain was gone too, so I was cool. And I was so excited to see my face because I had seen a lot of YouTube videos about this, and everybody looked like they had really lovely skin right after, as if like, I don't know, they were kissed by an angel. Like, a lot of them looked really, really nice. Some people even said they had like immediate lifting effects and tightening effects, even though my consultant told me it would take about like a month to see a difference. I, unfortunately, was not one of those lucky people. I got out of the room, I went into the changing room to change out of the slippers that I had received, looked at my face, and I saw this. I was warned this could happen. It's not like it wasn't a possibility. It definitely is a possibility. It could happen if you get this treatment. It was red, it was splotchy, and my skin felt really like weird. It was like rough, and the texture was just like off. I don't even know what I was experiencing. The redness did go away fairly quickly, but the texture of my skin, that rough feeling, kind of stayed around, so I had to kind of treat my skin very gently for a couple of days, and then it returned back to normal. Now, currently, it has been a week. Of course, I'm wearing makeup right now, obviously, come on. But I will just show you what I look like without makeup currently. Like I said before, the consultant told me it would take like a month to see results. People on YouTube said you could see it within like a couple days or even immediately after. I don't know, you be the judge. What do you see when you look at these pictures? Do you see a difference? I can tell you that I got this done on a Friday. I went to one of my jobs the following Thursday, and my coworker just like came up to me and asked me what I did to my face because it looked so nice. And I was very confused because I was only wearing concealer that day. So I guess something good must be happening. So this video is only about the initial experience and what this procedure is and what the results are after 1 week, but I will be putting up another video at the 1 month mark as well. But before I go, I do want to explain one more thing about this procedure, and that is how often you should get this done. And the short answer is I don't know, because like the number of shots, the number of recommended treatments varies by who you ask. The most common answer I heard was between like 3 to 6 months. And then my clinic said something completely different. They were like, oh, you should get it done once a month for 3 months. And then after that, do it every 3 months. Which sounds like overkill to me, especially at my age. Like, I'm not even actually 30 yet. Don't try to make me spend money I don't have. So I am personally gonna play the wait and see game and see how my skin is after a couple of months, and then see if I need another treatment at the 3 month mark, or hopefully at the 6 month mark, because I would love to just do this once or twice a year. So that's it for now. If you found this video at all entertaining and or informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever and whenever you are, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye. Oh no.